Hello everyone, I just want to first say that this video was inspired by Tracy's band video on the IDV YouTubers. Really good video that talks about the problems our content creators have, and I definitely recommend watching it. I don't do a lot of this type of videos since I like to live in my own bubble away from everyone, but I also got a story to share. It's not about our content creators, but it's about the community as a whole. Today, I'm going to talk about the way this community fixes their problems with the problematic skins. Some examples being Brave Cowboy Shop A tier, Salome Dancer Shop A tier, and almost all the skins from Season 26 Essence 2. This being the Essence, Magician, Hermit, and Antiquarian Hatter skins. I could definitely bring more examples, but I don't want to talk about stuff I didn't experience myself, since these things are barely documented. So, if you got your own stories, I invite you to comment them down below. Let's try to keep it calm down there. If it comes to, I will delete comments. So, please, let's have a constructive conversation over this topic. With that being said, let's begin. Before I start, I want to say one thing. I am not racist. I don't discriminate or hate anyone based on race. I felt I had to say this because I can sense this will get mentioned by a person. Now, to get on track, the problem I want to mention isn't if a skin is offensive or not. I already made up my mind, and you probably did too. I'm not gonna start arguing if some pixels are the embodiment of evil or not. The problem I want to talk about is how the community deals with these issues, as they're not really the best solutions, if I can even call them that. Basically, Netessa sometimes releases cosmetics for characters that, from the view of some people, show stereotypes of the culture they come from, which leads to players being mad and hating the skins. Now, where the problem is here? Simple, they hate the players that bought the skins too, no matter of their intent. Let's make a simple situation for this. This is Bob. Bob, instead of starting to be a psychologist and making his parents proud, he plays IDV in their basement. One day, Bob sees a skin that he likes, but knows that it's controversial. He still buys it because 1. He likes it, and 2. Wants to see if people really react the way others say they do. After he used the skin, he got death threats, name calls, insults, etc. etc. Most without even giving a valid reason. After a while, another controversial skin appears. But Bob doesn't receive any death threats anymore, even though he still uses the first skin. He likes the new skin, so he gets it, and the cycle continues. Now, to sum up what that means, people like to bring their hate to the extreme for others, for doing stuff they like, even if that activity brings no harm to anyone, which leads to the harm to the person which uses the skin, that being Bob, while the real problem or the controversial skin remains unknown to most, as they only know that a said skin is controversial and decide to hate without knowing the true meaning. This is, of course, unhealthy, not just for the players, as the real problem is still being hidden from them. As an example, my friend, who was watching me write the script right now, did not know the reason why Cowboys Shop 8-tier skin was controversial, but I knew it was. But it is also unhealthy for the people who want an actual solution to this, getting overshadowed by the bigger group of people that only want to see the world burning. But I think the biggest problem that I see is the trending bias. The second a new skin that is controversial appears, the old ones are forgotten. While this is nice for Bob, as he can use his favorite skins without insults, this is not good for the people who want them fixed, as the problem is getting forgotten because it is simply not trending anymore. I can see this happening for all the cases where I was active in the community. First Brave appeared and people hated it. Then Salome came, which took all the hate. And then Magician S-tier Essence appeared and the race switched once again. Again, I'm sure there are multiple other examples, but who would actively document this happening? Apart from some old Google Docs files saying why a skin is evil that got lost by time on Twitter, there is no other way to check unless you were there to see for yourself. In short, the only thing that results from the solution that most people from this community use is people being extremely rude to each other while hiding the true reason why the skin has a problem, resulting in them not being truly fixed. I once had to go on a block streak on my channel because some people thought by spamming and sending a lot of hurtful messages on my cowboy videos with brave on them would solve all of their issues, which did not. All I did is me spending 3 minutes deleting and shadow banning people, so they still think they comment and not create new accounts. While Bob was getting called all those names, he realized that some people don't know what is the good approach when you find offensive material in a game. So I'm going to give you some solution for all the people who find skins offensive to themselves or loved ones. Number 1. Stop supporting the game. That's all. You could also write an email to the customer service if you want. Just make sure to actually write a message which doesn't include insults, threats, or what else your mind can come up with. Just be clear and straight to the point, explaining why this is bad and all that. But someone here, I do not spend money in this game, so I really don't support it. Shut. Look, even if you don't pay for echoes, you still support the game by playing it, and it is your duty to defend yourself from materials that could offend you. Your mere presence here puts yourself at risk and seeing content you might not like. It's like playing Mortal Kombat daily and complaining about how bloody the scenes are. Your fun isn't my priority when it goes over my own. Everyone has the option to buy and use the cosmetics they want, and they shouldn't receive any hate for doing so, nor should get told by other people to use different ones. If they don't do anything bad, if someone is using those skins for malicious intent, then yeah, please do call them out. But remember that most of the users that use those problematic skins are usually players who just like the colors and models, which is completely fine. In conclusion, if you're gonna hate something, actually have a good reason for it. And just because you have an opinion, it doesn't mean everyone has the same opinion as you. And if they disagree, you shouldn't go out your way to call them out and send hurtful messages to them. I hope this video showcased this problem and everyone was able to learn something new. And please do not worry about Bob, his mental health is already so far gone that he can easily defend himself by drawing his enemies pregnant with twins. With all being said, hope you all will have an amazing day or night. Goodbye.